So from the upcoming, such a pleasure to be with you here. So you can give us a brief intro to the movie. People coming in to watch it tonight, what can they expect?
Well, I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't want to jump ahead. But from making the movie, it's a wild ride. A lot happens. It covers a huge amount geographically, but historically, emotionally. Incredible music, and I think it's probably quite funny as well. I hope. It's mad. It's a mad film, unlike anything I'd read, and I hope unlike anything I've seen. So, but maybe ask me again afterwards.
And when Mona perhaps approached you with her vision, were you intimidated, excited, surprised? The fact that it is something quite non-conventional in terms of the storytelling approach.
Yeah, I was so excited when I read it. The script came, a few demos came, and this teaser trailer, this sizzle reel, it just immediately made you want to be a part of that family, that gang, and to follow her like we will follow Amanda, to just believe in Mona's vision and follow it to wherever that leads us.
And Amanda, she's an incredibly sort of mainstream, let's say, actress, but she makes so many interesting career choices as well and does so many different things. Did anything surprise you about how she took on this character?
Yeah, I suppose what surprised me was she didn't at all act like a sort of incredible mainstream actor. She just got in there in the dirt and was the first to have a go at everything, was the first to be brave enough to try something extra or go that extra yard. And that's exactly what you need from the number one on the call sheet, because it makes everyone else go, okay, well, that's the vibe, so we all have to follow that and be as brave as her. And she's also just very funny. And she kept morale high and always looked out for everyone. I mean, she's called Mother in it, and it was like that. So yeah.
And tell us more about your character, how he fits into the story, and what were some of the most challenging moments but highlights of taking on the role? Perhaps the musical elements, that's like needing to have that other string to your bow, not just the acting part.
Yeah, my character's called James Whittaker, and he was one of the core followers of her, sort of disciple, as it were. And some of the challenging moments, well, I'm not a singer or a dancer in any kind of professional capacity until now. I had very little time, had about 2 days prep, most of which was just spent trying to get my head around it. And so I just had to be brave and go for it. And as it turned out, Daniel is in charge of the music and Celia is in charge of the dancing. Love, untrained, oddness. So that really worked in my favour, because if they'd wanted it perfect, I would have struggled. Right? Yeah.
And in terms of what people can take away from the film, I guess in this moment of like a lot of polarisation, thinking about sort of sacrifice and belonging, particularly female empowerment in some ways, they're very current themes, even though this is an 18th century set piece.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of current themes. There is female empowerment, but I think there's a bigger message also of just when you make the bedrock of your belief system and your religion or your policies or whatever it is, if you just make that love, as cheesy as it sounds, what can come of that? What can come from just wanting goodness and optimism and trying to see good in people?
Beautifully put. And how does it feel to be here, having a film here at London Film Festival?
Well, it's where I live. It's my favourite film festival. I came 2014, I think, the first time, and always scramble for tickets. They're always sold out. So I'm just happy to have a ticket.
To your own movie. Well,
yeah.
You definitely should. Thanks so much for your time. Really enjoyed tonight. Thank you. Cheers.